Isaiah's out here eating his lunch, so maybe it'll give me a minute. Get your kettlebell. So we'll skip the warm-up, but if you want to do something, do some founders, do some decompression breaths. There's a bit of a warm-up in it itself. We're going to take the kettlebell. Should be not on the bone. You're right in the trap there. It's a good little stretch. You can just hang out here, do some of your breathing. We're going to jump right into it. Yeah, you're ready to get that kettlebell on your shoulder. So whatever feels comfortable on the feet. Slight external rotation, but I'm not going too wide. And we're going to get a good nice hinge. I'm going to the side that's got the kettlebell, so don't fall over. Nice hinge. Reach the hands out. Lateral hinge off to the kettlebell side. Actually, I think the other way. Let's do it the other way. Opposite side. That doesn't feel right. There we go. And rotate. Big hinge. Lateral hinge. That's why I keep messing up. Hinge. Lateral hinge. Off to the right. Ooh. Back to the middle. You're distracting me with your baby self. 5 times. Hinge. Cossack squat. Just roll this to the other shoulder. I think we got it now. Choking. Hinge. Not a squat, that was bad. Hinge. Lateral hinge. That weight's just kind of pushing you a little deeper. So you can slow this down as much as you wanted to. Just doing 5 on each side. This is pretty lightweight. If it's heavier, it would push you a little deeper. Especially the first round, don't push it. So 5 of those bad boys. Next, we're setting up a little lateral swing action. So this will be an AMRAP, as many rounds as possible. 20 minutes. Nice hinge, just like out normal, but we're off to the side. So don't smack your knee. Get in that hinge, you want to find that hamstring tension. We call this the dead stop swing. Done these before. I'm swinging, I just hit my knee, and down, right? Dead stop every time. Little deadlift. Reset up, bring the knees back, get those vertical shins. Swing, down. After 3, we rack it. Don't press into. So 5 presses. I like to get a little more dynamic with it, especially if it's light. Have a little more fun. 5, good. I'm gonna put it down. Set up some off to the side. About shoulder width apart. Still tilting that kettlebell. If you're hitting your knee, you're probably not spreading your lats as much. Let's not pick up the giant axe. How about that? Swing, dead stop. Makes you sit up every time. Don't smack Isaiah in the face. 3 of those. Hinge. Next one, you're getting some power to bring it up. Now we might take that into a snatch in later rounds, but for now. So now, I'm keeping the right foot forward. Stepping the left back. 5. 1, 2, 3. 4. We're dropping underneath it. Dropping underneath and driving the head forward. That shouldn't be looking like this. Long, tall, full spine comes forward to the shoulder. What do you got? Then it's just 10 push-ups on the kettlebell. I just like these better. It feels better on my wrist than actual push-ups in it. Very similar to our sphere tension, so I like this. a medicine ball works too. It's nice and cushy. You can always put like a little towel on top of this to help you ball whatever you got. And you can do it knees down. You don't even have to do the push if that hurts, that motion. Just holding, really pushing away at the top. This is where the work gets done, is driving away. That last little bit pulls the shoulder blades away from each other. And I feel that psoas, those hip flexors, deep below the abs working. So don't just plank here. Push the ground away hard. And you kind of keep that going as we bring the chest. So don't stop here. Get that little push-up plus going. So maybe you can only get 2. Just hold for breaths then. Just hold, breathe 10 times. Or you can just run about 10. Good. We'll run through those all again. So I know I was sloppy, especially the first one. Get my brains going. What do we got in there? Anything dangerous? No knives or sharp objects. Good. So back to our Cossack squat. And I was doing the shoulder mainly for the warm-up because it just feels really good. It loosens up those shoulders. Just doing some breathing. So whatever position feels best. I'm gonna do the shoulder again because I messed it up. So with on my left shoulder, it might feel better. Either way, I just felt like it was pulling me too much. Where this is gonna keep me a little more centered if I'm going off to the right. Going off to the right. That weight's more in the center mass there, not pulling me over to the side. So you could just kind of speed it up a little. Don't forget to get that little hinge. So I just did 10 there. If you're going slow, I would do 5. You're breaking it down every time. Hinge, lateral hinge, Cossack squat. That takes a lot. You feel like you got the flow down. All 3 of those are kind of happening a little faster. Then you can do 10. Especially this lateral swing. You don't want super heavy weight. Pencil. Let's not eat the pencil. I shouldn't even say that. Of course it puts it in his mouth. Yeah, give me that pencil. No pencil. But you want enough weight where it challenges you. Finish your chickies. Big lat spread out in front of you, hinge. Dead stop. Three, and then we're gonna swing it to the rack. And then press 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, if you only have lightweight and this is easy, one way to make this hard, maybe I'll do it with the right, so I'm stronger with that one, is to keep it, it seems silly, but you keep it in this up-ended position. What do we got now in our mouths? What was that? That looks harmless. 3, swing. And a little RDL every time. Really, these 3 are just a setup to build that explosive power. The only change up here is now keeping it here in the rack position. Then the press is gonna be a little more unstable, which is good. Challenges the spine, challenges the rotator cuff. Still drop it on your head, have the other hand ready to catch it. All right, even that out, another 5. Trying to get you see what a fail looks like. There's 2 ways to correct. So I can either drop it down or quickly as it falls, receive it. Do that one more time. Like that, back to the rack. So either way, if you don't have that other hand ready, or it's rolling out to the side, catch it there, or drop down with it. Slow its fall. Don't let it smack you. You don't want to smack your wrist. If it flops over, it's gonna hurt. So yeah, it's just 25 pounds. Especially doing this a lot more weight. That's all I got right here. Get the wife's kettlebell. That's one way to build. Maybe if you only got a 10-pounder. Flip it upside down. Eat your chickies. Last rounds are push-ups. No reason to make that any harder. I'm not sure I know how to make that one harder. That one's pretty good. Nothing wrong with a normal plank. I just really like that sphere of tension. Isn't that collarbone wide? You're pretty much wrapping your hands around the kettlebell, but very similar. That sphere of tension. We're pushing our backs against that invisible wall. So a lot of those mechanics work with this idea of this kettlebell right there. A lot of people, when they do push-ups, what happens? They roll the shoulders in, they're out wide. I think the shoulders are open, but they're turned in. The elbows are flaring every time. I always thought that was a good push-up, but destroyed my elbows. So now I kind of pull the elbows in. Think about our anchor back extension or short wing position, right? Where that actually externally rotates the shoulder blade. The difference is we're not pinching the shoulder blades. You notice that automatically takes away this stretch in the front. So that's how to let him know you're in the right position. Isaiah is pointing out that I do have my 40-pound kettlebell. He's like, what are you talking about, Dad? You got this one right here. This is my cement kettlebell, which is a great option if you want something cheap, but you can see it's a lot different in size. A lot of these exercises might actually be easier. I don't have to go as far.
Why?
No tripod. No tripod. No touch. So I have to longer, which is actually a little nicer. No tripod. Now they can't even see me. You're not a good cameraman. He loves the tripod. It's all about the tripod. Just some Isaiah swings. If you don't have a kettlebell, a crazy toddler, you can get some Isaiah swings in. I don't think I'm going to try the lateral swing here. You're training yourself to pick up these kids too. You're using a hand, you're using a squat. Let's do some squats. Here's a squat, now the hips are opening. Either way, this area stays short and tight. Don't let it open. Keep it closed down. And eat your chickies. Let's do those push-ups. So another way to do this is, I'll give you the side view now. You gonna join me? Where's your kettle bear? Just on the knees. So I'm still getting that vertical angle. Still pushing away. You could even try to go up for a second as you're building strength. So that works on the knees. Watch your tootsie toes. Get on. I don't know how you do it. Come on. Hop on. Sit on Dada's back. Extra 28 pounds, that's a lot. You weigh the same as this kettlebell. You weigh more than this kettlebell. We're gonna say that count as 5 right there, that one. Where'd you find this ball? So it's 2 rounds. So it's easy. It's kind of 3 exercises, but the one is so complicated. The lateral swing. We take that into a snatch if you want to build. It's another way to build power with lightweight. You can even snatch it up and yeah, I know. Daddy needs to get in shape. Breathing heavy.
I know.
So you can take this right into your snatch, upended. That's probably the max you can do. And you could even do all dead stop. Takes lots of control. Well, there's ways you can make lightweight work for you. A lot of ways better for you. Build stability. Because you want your body challenged. Just doing 5, so I'm gonna make those 5 hard. Should be tired. That's because Daddy eats lots of chocolate. I gotta do left side. We're almost done. Up, where's your ball? Get your kettlebell. Get your kettlebell. Realize I didn't show anything from the side. A place to do it. That's what it looks like. I'm setting every time, stiffening the spine. Check every time, make sure he's not behind me. Set my body up right. It does, it feels really good on the shoulders. It's empty. So, our Cossack squat, maybe you're just learning, of course we're gonna do our founder. Lateral hinge. You don't have to do all these crazy movements when you're just learning, right? Let's build up to it. I like that shoulder thing, but if you hate it, we went over lots of ways to do this before. Press it away from yourself. Keep it close to that center of gravity. That works. It's actually similar. You are kind of going into that back squat position anyways. Just, I like the shoulder the best. Easier way if that scares you, just holding it. That's where this kind of pays off because it's taller. It reaches the ground earlier. Right. Laterally in, we can almost get the ground, then it's gotta go a little bit more. That's usually pretty tough. With your standard competition bell. A lot of people want to bend over to tap it. You gotta keep your chest up. Bring it right down inside the heel. Forces me to fight. That one you can kind of tell too which side a little tougher. Just don't cheat yourself. Don't do this and then just drop. That's not what we're trying to do. We're trying to get the chest up. Fight for that last little bit. But you can always put a little something, a little weight plate or something, so you don't have to go down as far by either foot. We'll be doing that one tomorrow, so come for class. That's all I got for you. That's 20 minutes. Good job. All done.